Warning, the stunts and illusions performed on this program were designed and tested by Criss Angel, a highly trained professional. These demonstrations are extremely dangerous and should not be attempted by anyone, anywhere, at any time.
Today I'm going to attempt an escape in an 85-gallon steel drum dangling more than 100 feet in the air. I have nightmares about this stuff. I think about this stuff. Is this the one that's going to kill me? Mindfreak. Are you ready? I think because I've done almost 900 demonstrations that one of them are gonna come and bite me in the ass. Is this the one that you're gonna see me actually fall to my death? What you see here is an 85-gallon steel drum that will hang 100 feet from this crane. I'll have limited time to make my escape, and if I don't do so, I will plummet literally to my death.
The wine barrel escape was one of the most craziest, dangerous stunts that Criss performed the first season of Mindfreak.
There he goes!
There's some people, some critics out there that still claim it was too easy to escape from a wooden wine barrel. So Criss, in his effort as usual to beat his critics, has decided to take this to an entirely new level.
His hands are going to be handcuffed to the underside of that door.
Completely impossible to get out of. So he's got no choice but to escape from that drum before the bottom drops out of that crate.
If he's not spot on with his escape techniques, if he's off by half a second,
there's absolutely no way to survive.
Hey guys, how are you? Hey. Aren't you wondering why he has a camera crew around you? Well, I told my guys to scout out Sunset Parks. I shoot a lot of stuff here, so I was hoping you'd allow me to show you something. Yeah, come with me, all right? Actually, you have a, that's perfect. No, this is perfect. Come here. Come here. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, all right. I want you all to stand over here. Ryan, I want you to come like right about over here for me, okay? That's good, good. Okay. Now, I just want to preface a couple of things. Number one, honestly, have I ever met you before? Ever?
No.
Have I ever met you before? You didn't even know I was going to do anything for you today, right?
No.
Okay, okay. The reason why I picked you is because you have a belly button ring. Now, I'm sure maybe one of you or two of you or none of you have that, but this is perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, the reason why, I got to be honest with you, my camera crew picked you and your group is because of this. I asked them to come to Sunset Park and spend the day looking for somebody that had a belly button ring that was exposed. And if not, we'd have to wait till another day, but you did, so this is perfect. John, get a shot of that. You see that? You see this? Good. What I want you to do is to put your hands out like this for me, everybody. Okay, you don't have any rings. You have no rings. This is the wedding band, is this?
Yes.
The wedding band? That's really big. All right, you put your hands down. You put your hand, your ring's nice, it's beautiful, but it's a little big. Would it be all right if I can use your ring?
Yeah.
Could I just take it off? Does it come off? Some people can't take their rings off, like me. Okay, good. Now, I want you to watch this very carefully. Especially you. You know what this is?
No.
We're all about to find out. I want you to see the ring's gonna go right on the tongue. Right here to there. Look, come here, come here. Look at this. Look, look, look. Completely.
Check it out.
Look. Yeah, just don't pull the belly button. Now get it unlinked.
Whoa, buddy.
Criss Angel just took my ring that my grandma gave for me for my birthday, and he put it in his mouth.
I didn't know if he was going to swallow it or what he was going to do with it, and then he just spit it, and you could see it go through the air.
He spit it out, and it's now attached to me.
And the ring is solid, and it linked onto her belly button ring somehow. It was crazy.
Crazy for sure, man. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Holy
I'm very concerned about this barrel drop because my brother has to confine himself in a very tight area.
I want you to see that the only form of escape is this door right here.
No matter how much he tries to rehearse, things happen. But there's no room for error.
I'm gonna steal 85-gallon drum, handcuffed. The drum's locked, placed inside a crate, raised 100 feet up.
So Criss has had his team design a mechanism which is not forgiving. When that crane gets to 100 feet, automatically a trapdoor is going to open, dropping the barrel through it. Nothing you can do about it.
There's a law. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. And one of these days, it's gonna go wrong for Criss. I just hope today isn't that day.
Coming up, Criss takes on the barrel escape with the help of two very special guests.
Are you ready?
While I was setting up the barrel drop, I had two very special guests stop by to examine the barrel, Miss USA and Miss Universe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to my two guests. We have Miss Universe.
Hi, how are you?
Rio.
Hi.
And then Miss USA.
Hey.
How are you, hon? Very nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good to see
Thanks
you.
so much for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Please, come this way. Before we let everybody in, I wanted to take both of you who have traveled the world. What's the most interesting thing you've ever seen in your life?
Probably Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, all right.
It's just nature's so powerful, so seeing that, it's just amazing.
Well, nothing can mess with nature, but what I try to do is to push the boundaries to see what is possible and what's not possible, and what's not possible, make it possible. And what you're going to see today is truly a demonstration in the art of escape, and to put literally my life on the line. What you see here is an 85-gallon steel drum. I'm going to get in this. Inside, you see that there's two handcuffs. I will be in this. It will then be locked with my hands, my wrists in the cuffs, close, locked up, and no way to escape. This will then be picked up, placed over to that crate. It will be placed inside the crate. That crate is going to hold this barrel until it gets 100 feet. You see there's 4 ropes. One of them is a trip line, which means that when this barrel reaches 100 feet, the trip line is going to release the bottom of that crate, which will allow this barrel to come plummeting down to the earth.
Criss was telling us about this insane stunt he's about to do, loading himself up in this barrel, getting in this crate to be plummeted down, hopefully escaping before it hits the ground. He's absolutely crazy.
That's crazy.
How many people here have had an experience where your phone rings and you know who's going to be on the other line before you even get that information? It's kind of like intuition, right? Well, I believe with a lot of positive energy and a lot of people, you can will people to do things unbeknownst to them. And right now, I'm going to try to show you an illustration in exactly just that.
I started off by selecting 10 random people from the audience and lining them up. Then, to find a random participant, I threw my wristband into the audience. The person who caught it then threw it to someone else to ensure I had no control over who was picked. The man who caught it gave the wristband to his daughter.
Now, would everybody honestly say everything up to this point has been totally fair? Yeah. Okay, completely at random. Come over here. What's your name?
Jamie.
We're going to take it even a step further to make this completely at random.
I then walked down the line of people and had her stop me anywhere she wanted me to.
Step.
Right here. Right over here?
Yes.
Has that been fair?
Yes.
Been completely fair. Step forward. Now, you could have stopped me over here, over here, over here, correct?
Yes.
You stopped me right here. What's your name?
Jen.
Jen? Okay, Jen. First off, do you have a phone with you?
I do.
You do? Can you take it out?
I can.
I'm going to ask this young lady right over here to hold this phone. Okay? Now, this is what we're going to do. I want you to think about a person, somebody you haven't spoke to in a time that you'd like to hear from you. And say it out loud who it is.
Say it out loud.
Yes. Say it out loud.
Sloan.
Who?
Sloan.
Sloan?
Sloan.
Sloan. Jen wants to hear from a woman named Sloan. Everybody, honestly, everything to this point completely fair and at random, right? Yeah. Okay. What does Sloan look like?
She's very beautiful.
She's beautiful. Blonde or brunette?
Black hair.
Black. Okay, black hair.
About 5'8".
5'8". Thin, thick.
Very thin and very voluptuous
Okay.
on the top
All right,
side.
so can everybody kind of get a mental picture of what Sloan looks like in your mind right now? She's tall, thin, black hair. See, if you will, in your mind, a shadow of her right now. I'm completely serious. If you don't help me with this, it will not work. Just suspend your disbelief and really try this with me right now. I want you to think about, right now, Sloan, an image of Sloan in your head, and I want you to will her to actually go to her cell phone and pick it up to send a text message to you right now. I want everybody to believe this. If you all focus and you try this, I guarantee you we can do this together. I want you to really focus, really concentrate. In your mind, say ring. In your mind, just in your mind, ring. Come on, Sloan, ring. Feel the energy, ring. Say it in your mind now, ring. Scream it in your mind, ring. Scream it in your mind, ring. Look, I don't want to touch this. Look, was it just ringing?
Yeah, text message.
Come here. Open it up. Open it up. Open it up for the camera. Let the camera see. What does it say? Wait, how do you do that? How do you do that? View it now. View it now. Okay. Read for me. Read for me. Completely. You guys did this. When you believe, this is what happens. What does it say? Read it out loud. Really loud.
Hey, Jen, haven't talked to you in a while. Call me sometime.
It says once again, so you can hear it, hey, Jen, haven't talked to you in a while. Call me sometime. Sloan Shepherd, right there. Right there. Right there. Mother.
I want to see.
There.
It just happened, like, that was insane.
Criss had my former best friend call me, who I haven't spoken to in 7 years.
She could see her start shaking, and it was unbelievable. She's still in shock. Shaking.
I'm so hot from it. I'm like, I feel like I'm burning. I could feel it through my body. I've never felt anything like that before. It was really weird. I felt everyone's energy too. I'm still shaking.
The energy is just, it's real. Unbelievable.
I'm just gobsmacked. I really can't believe it.
Coming up, will Criss make it out of the barrel in time, or will he plummet to the earth?
Are you ready? We have a barrel over here that has some water in here. It's going to basically be picked up about 100 feet in the air. I want you to see what happens to that barrel. Sometimes actions speak louder than words, and I think this is by far one of those times. It will be an 85-gallon drum that my life will be placed into. I will have literally seconds to make my escape. Seconds that will decide whether I will live or die.
I brought back Miss Universe and Miss USA with random people from the audience to inspect the 85-gallon drum one last time.
We got 2 master locks at a commercial. They're really thick. I want you to pull on them.
I'm wearing a safety harness over my shirt. Assuming I manage to escape the barrel, I'll have just seconds to attach it to the crane before the barrel drops.
Let's do this.
Being there for season 1 with Lance Burton and seeing what could go very wrong.
He gave me the signal. That's the signal to abort.
Okay, they're bringing the barrel down. Something has definitely gone wrong.
He could not remove himself from these handcuffs. And I know that he almost broke his wrist. Yes, I'm very concerned.
Ready, Chris? Let's do it. Good luck. Examine this, pulling the locks. All right? All right.
And I'm still in here, so you know.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, Chris says let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, what? Go.
All right, step back. Let's do it. The crate has a trap door on the bottom that has trip lines that will be on the ground. When those lines get taut at 100 feet, the barrel comes out of the trap door and it will plummet to the earth, whether I'm in it or I'm not.
Let's go. Lock the doors. Close the door. All right, check the rope. Ready on the rope?
Taut.
Taut, nice and taut, all the way out. All the way out on the rope.
Back one.
Back rope. You ready, Chris? Take it out.
Craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was amazing. Criss got shackled. He was in a barrel, handcuffed, sealed, completely solid. Nothing could get in or out. We saw it with our own eyes. All of a sudden, the barrel came crashing down. My heart stopped. I thought he was gonna die.
Boom, and there he was.
I'd like to give a very special thanks to Arthur Coughlin for creating the escape that inspired mine.
That blew my mind. Rocks. There's no way to even fake something like that. You're